I don't know who this new guy is, but he has a pretty weird input on women on social media. I think he needs to get laid, but I mean, I could be wrong. He could have his boyfriend at home, but I don't know.
I don't think they like you.
Talking about me?
Yeah.
Gentlemen, gonna be straight honest with you guys. A lot of stuff online right now stressing me out with these guys that are going through the ringer. There's been how many of us, percentage wise, has went through the ringer. We've been told we've been a bad dad, we've been a bad man, we've been a bad person to society because some girl doesn't like what we do or wants something that we have and wants to move forward with a piece of our puzzle, right? I've been through it. I watched my dad go through it. I watched my dad walk out of my life and come back to my hockey game and junior hockey with the Portage Terriers, gentlemen, crying, standing behind me. And I said, that isn't my dad, right? I've been through this. I went through this. I lived this. Gentlemen, this stuff with these guys, man, we need to set an example for these kids. We need to say, hey, kids, these girls will steal, cheat, and lie to have what you have worked hard for. That is life as a man. Boys, I am so stressed out with this. I'm living PTSD from 2018 when I got divorced, and I had to work my dick off to get my kids back and tell the truth.
I'm praying for you, man. I'm praying for you. That's, whew.
Let's call it for what it is, though. The system is rigged against men. It's designed that the women are the weaker sex, and they were for a very long period of time, but it just kept going and going and going and going and going, and they haven't recalibrated things with the way society is set up in favor of women today. So was that Mick Drumstick?
That's him, yep.
Mr. Drumstick, man. We love you.
Trav, about time you man up and do the ice bucket challenge, which was initiated 7 months ago, and you're such a clown. You're so soft. You can't do anything. You just sit with Wheels and you drag him down. Wheels, get away from him. He's toxic. His time in the Fed is just, it's got to his head, and I think it's time this comes to an end. End the Slang and the Biscuit podcast.
Friend of yours?
I don't think so.
All right. I thought the Ice Bucket Challenge was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Also, I take ice baths on a regular basis. What are you talking about? I hop in the cold tubs, man. I bought a cold tub. I put it outside on my mom's deck last summer or last winter. So whenever I would come back here, just take a hammer, bust off the ice, and then boom, go hop in the tub. Minus 30.
Sometimes I sleepwalk and pee outside in January. That's good enough for me.
You nail gun.
Hey, David. Hey, Travis. This is Gambit calling back from Washington again.
Yeah.
Hey.
Reaching out to you guys. Yeah, Sergei Bobrovsky. I think he's probably, actually not even probably, I think he is the best goaltender on this planet right now. He's a real joy to watch. He did have that one rough game against Edmonton, but I kind of think that's just the nature of the beast. Sometimes you're making saves like crazy. Other times you're just letting stuff in that you know you shouldn't have. I know that that's kind of just the way anything goes, right? Nothing's 100%. But he's still a joy to watch, and he's one of the reasons of why I'm looking to goaltending myself. Not to any serious capacity, but because my younger brother, he's trying to get into hockey somewhat seriously. And I don't know, I just think it'd be just fun and pretty good for my health to just be that kind of flexible and that loose and just that active. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. Thanks, guys. Love the podcast. So I'll be catching you guys over the summer and next season.
If you want to be a weirdo, go be a goalie.
And,
Highly recommend it.
And to get something on your agenda and on your plate, something new, a new challenge, learn a new skill, I say get off your ass, be a goalie, start skating, dude.
Sure.
There's no better time like tomorrow.
If you got extra money, sure, because it ain't cheap.
That is another thing. You know what? Actually, I've said this many times before, but my mom has always said if I was born 4 to 5 years later, there's no way I would have been playing hockey with how the costs have risen. So for all of you calling in saying, I wish this show would end, my parents were 4 years away from this show not existing.
Yeah, wow.
So you're welcome.
Hey, Travis, this is Jason from Belleville.
Hey, Jason.
Calling in. They've got a new Ontario Senior Hockey League happening now, and it's the Northern Premier Hockey League. Probably be a great time for you to come on over and try it out. So reach out to somebody in that league, and hopefully we'll see you for a game or two here in Ontario.
Jason,
have a good summer.
Love you. Appreciate the call. My playing days are done. That is in the rearview mirror. Those days are behind me. And I'm still very much burnt out from the game and the business side of playing pro. and I love doing our show. This is about as much hockey as I'm willing to put into my diet, and I love my travel series ride and trains for the time being. There will be a time where I come back and I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't mind skating again. I wouldn't mind stopping some pucks.
But for fun.
Yeah, like look at Jamie Phillips. He was in the exact same spot as I was when he was done.
Mm-hmm.
You talk to him on the phone. I hate hockey. I want nothing to do with it. Now he's all engulfed in hockey. It's going to take a couple of years to get back there, but that's where I'm at.
Hey, Trav. Hey, Dave. Big fan of the show. It's Aaron calling from the UK. 2 questions.
We got a great episode for you coming up, by the way. Danny Stewart, head coach of the Nottingham Panthers, on the way from
coming up in 2 weeks
from the British Elite League.
Do you think that the minor pro leagues in the States translate well to like professional leagues in Europe? And do you think they're relatively comparable? So, for example, in the UK, you've got the Elite Ice Hockey League, which is mainly made up of these CHL guys, but lately we've had more D1 and Pro Europe guys come over. And then my second question was, Trav, you mentioned that at one point you almost signed to the UK. Can you elaborate on which teams that were, if you have retired? I'm just curious, because obviously we have import rules in this country. So, yeah, love the show. Keep it up. Take care.
I think the first question will get answered with that interview we do with Danny Stewart, head coach of the Nottingham Panthers. We go into depth into as far as the level of play over there and how it's certainly improved over the past decade.
I think the second one too he answers as well, because there's the EIHL, which is the top UK league, and then the league that my not so good agent was trying to find me a spot in is in the league under, so the second league in the UK, but that never came to fruition. So.
Hey, Trav and Dave, Marco here.
Marco.
Just wanted to say I absolutely love the pod. I think you guys complement each other very well, and you guys do a great job of giving an unfiltered view on both hockey and politics. So please keep that going. I was Canadian proud. Trav, completely in line.
We don't do politics anymore. Carry on.
Sorry.
There's not enough Patreon members to do politics.
I was Canadian proud. Trav, completely in line with you. Would love to go to the U.S. Or elsewhere, but right now made the intermediate step and made the move to Australia around 2 years ago.
Nice.
Absolutely loving it here.
Yeah.
Trav, have you thought about making the move over? I mean, the taxes are lower. The weather's amazing. So much to see. Would love to see one of your travel shows here. And walking down the beach and seeing some 5'10" blonde bombshells isn't too bad. The women will approach you here. So being a 6'4" white guy has not been too shabby here in Australia for me. So we would love to have you. There's also the Australian Ice Hockey League, the AIHL. David Booth just signed with the Melbourne Ice team, so maybe you'd love to come over and strap the pads on for one of them. It wouldn't be too bad of a gig. But anyways, we'd welcome you with open arms. Trav and Dave, again, love the show. Hope you guys are both well and have a great summer and excited for the new episodes that come in the fall.
Are the women feminists over there?
My wife loved her time down in Australia. She lived just off of Manly Beach in Sydney, and she still speaks very highly. She's still got a great girlfriend down there in Inverness, and no, she speaks very high. I haven't made it down there yet, but I'm looking forward to the day that I do.
Thanks for the call.
For it. Yeah, thank you very much.
Gentlemen, let's get down to brass tacks.
Uh-oh.
Address the elephant in the room. Stir the pot a little bit. I know I'm going to get hate for saying this, but it needs to be said. The Edmonton Oilers will not win a Stanley Cup with Connor McDavid as their captain.
Oof.
It has nothing to do with him not being there. This comment has no hate behind it. It's just he's the guy. He's just not that guy. The leader of the team should never be the skill guy. It needs to be your hard-nosed, battle-ready, drag the boys into the fight guy. Connor McDavid is a cold-blooded killer. He's an assassin. He's a Navy SEAL. He's special teams you send in to get the job done. Anytime the Oilers were down in the playoffs, you could see it on his face. He looked like a kid who just got told Christmas was canceled. He was frustrated. Doesn't know what to do. You need guys like your Jonathan Taves, your Dustin Browns, and now the proof is in the pudding, your Matthew Tkachuk's. Those are the guys you want. As soon as Connor McDavid is relieved of the burden of wearing that C, then will you see the Edmonton Oilers lift the Stanley Cup. Quote.
Yeah, I'm with you when it comes to. I much prefer seeing a leader, not just your best player that leads by example, a guy that's actually grabbing guys by the scruff of the collar in the locker room and doing that kind of stuff. We've seen shades of that out of Connor McDavid when he had his hissy fit there. You know, not good enough, man up, whatever he yelled. But I'm with you. And Jonathan Toews was that he was, they called him Captain Serious, right? Like he just had to give a look. Steve Yzerman's one of those guys that was a quiet captain. There are exceptions to the rule, but your Rod Langways, I know I reference him a lot, but there's your guy.
That was your hero?
Love that guy, man. Guy wore Sears
Does anybody
catalog.
have a connection to get him on the show?
Oh, I'd love to
we
get
can
Rod on the show.
Rod Langway with the skullet.
Honestly, it would be a short interview. It would be, Rod, you're great. Thanks for your time. You're amazing.
Is he alive?
Oh yeah, he's still alive. Yeah, he's still kicking. But I mean, even look at the Jets captain Adam Lowry. I mean, there's you got a guy in your third line, might even be fourth line this year, all depending on the way the lineup goes when he inserts himself back in. But those are the guys that lead the team as a general.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I agree with you.
Got to fix the goaltending. This is our last call today. Kate Strachan.
There we go.
What do you got?
Hello, my name is Kate Strachan.
Hi, Kate.
My husband played in the NHL, up and down AHL for about 11 years, has since retired. And I just came across your show, specifically the episode about divorce and some of the interesting things that you guys were talking about. I'm interested to know if you've ever had a wife of a retired pro hockey player chat with you guys or ever had that perspective.
Would love to.
Most of them hate me, so no.
I would love to.
So please let me know if you're interested.
Yes.
Would love to chat.
Yes.
Come on the show anytime.
Yes.
Mrs. Strachan.
Would absolutely love to. Yes. The answer is yes. Yes.
Unless yes means no.
No,
and then no means yes.
No, truthfully, I'd love to get some insight because it sounds like they have figured it out, and I'm guessing, but she could probably pinpoint some of the relationships that she saw throughout her tenure with her husband playing in the league, being able to go, yep, saw this, saw that. They weren't all like this, and she'll probably add some really good parody to the conversations we've had because it probably did seem really one-sided. And for somebody that has been able to make it work, and we, talked to a few players who have been able to make it work, but it's not easy. So I would love that perspective. Absolutely, we welcome that.
Well, to be fair, I think we've talked to 20 players, and only 2 of them have been able to escape the divorce machine.
But again, I mean, they're a small percentage, but at the same time, it would love to get more of that context because in the grand scheme of things, there are a lot of young ears that hear this show. There are a lot of them, like, I don't want all of them to get spoiled on the fact that they're like, oh, they heard it on a podcast. I'm not going to be able to meet a girl until I'm done playing hockey. It's not impossible. There are tricks of the trade. And, getting some insight like that, I think, is definitely going to help players that are maybe kind of weary about exploring that.
Well, you can, but don't get married and sign a contract letting the government know where you put your dick and make sure your assets are set up in a way where she's not going to take half your shit immediately the second she decides to pull a pin.
The Strachan is a good name in hockey. It's a good name in Canada. We would love to have you on the show. Trav, please set that up.
Kate, thanks for the call. And if you want to be a part of this show, we will do new episodes like this, not every single Sunday because those will be our interviews. If you want to see more episodes like this, we have a Patreon page. If you support that, this will become more of a regular thing. If not, we're going to continue our interview series. If there's somebody you want to hear, call us, let us know. We'd love to hear about that. If you are somebody who wants to come on the show, send me a message and let's find out if we can get you on the show sometime soon.
Hey, more hockey content. It's might be old, it might be new, it might be a full episode, it might be a half episode, but you can click these boxes because who doesn't like clicking boxes?